out everybody and no one can whoop him. Only last week, I murdered a rock, injured a stone, hospitalized a brick. I'm so mean, I make medicine sick. And I'm better now.
Yo, what's up, guys? It's your boy Chris coming at you with another episode to the Beautiful Struggle podcast. And this is episode 19, I believe. I'm starting to lose count. But with that being said, you guys already know. Thank God it's Monday. Thank God for another week of opportunities. And man, for real, before I get on the podcast, I always do my little prayer. And I always pray that all my listeners out there, I pray that you guys will have a phenomenal week, and I pray that, doors will be opened up for you guys and opportunities will be opened up for you guys as well. I'm feeling pretty good right now. I'm feeling really good. I'm feeling motivated. I'm really ready to finish the year strong and really ready to get after it. Like I said, I'm feeling good. The wife and I actually just got back from a little 5-day trip from Portland, Oregon, and man, it's always a good time to go out there and see the grandparents and just have a good time with them. Like I said, I went out there with the wife, and we took a couple of days off, and we just was out there hanging out and having a good time. I felt like I gained about 10 pounds because if you guys know my grandma, she will feed you literally every 2 hours, and she will feed you till you can't eat no more. So every day we were eating really good. Just spending quality time with the family and the grandparents as we should. We also drove up to Seattle, which was about a 3.5 hour drive. Just the wife and I drove up there. It really felt good just to slow down and be in the moment. What I mean by that is that if you've ever been to Oregon or Seattle, it's a little bit more of a slower pace compared to living in Southern California. Out here, Southern California, we're trying to hustle every single day, no days off, just trying to get after it every single day. And, my life is always moving quickly, and I'm trying to, just go. And, going to Oregon and Washington was just like relieving to be out there. It was really relieving. It was relaxing. And sometimes you definitely need that to slow down and just be in the moment. And when I went out there, I was like, man, I don't really know when's the next time I'm going to see my grandparents. So let me really be in the moment and just appreciate every little thing that's going on. So on our way to Seattle, I was driving my grandfather's car, and the radio stopped working. And he got one of those old school cars, so it didn't have a aux cord to plug in, my phone to listen to music. So I was like, whatever. So we're driving up to Seattle, no music, and it really was very enjoyable and relaxing just to be in the car with my wife, just talking to her, and just enjoying the scenery and really again being in the moment. So that was pretty cool. Like I said, we were out there for about 5 days. I was able to get a little work done, but I was really focusing again on being in the moment and just hanging out with the family. But I'm back. We're both back from Oregon, and it feels good to be back. And I'm really ready to finish the year strong. And speaking about finishing the year strong, my wife and I are on a new journey, a new 75-day journey called 75 Hard. And it's just a little challenge that my wife and I are going to go through and see if we can do it. Well, we're going to do it. And what the challenge really consists of is it's pretty simple. It's 5 basic things that you need to do every single day for 75 days straight. No cheating, no cutting corners, no making your own rules. This is like the 5 standards that you have to do every single day. And what that is you need to drink 1 gallon of water every single day for 75 days straight. You need to stay on a diet, or for me, I don't really do diets. I just have a way of eating, so to say. I just feel like diets, they just kind of come and go. So I have a strict way of eating that I'm going to stick to. And for the wife and I, we're going to cut out bread and we're going to cut out fried food and continue to eat, because we eat pretty healthy. We're going to continue to eat that way. But we're definitely going to cut out those two things for 75 days, which is going to be very difficult for us because those those two things are like our biggest weakness for sure. And in addition to drinking 1 gallon of water a day, staying on a strict diet or way of eating, you're also required to read 10 pages of a business book, motivational book, or a personal development book, something along that line every single day, 10 pages at least. Work out for at least 45 minutes, doing 2 different workouts, 1 workout indoor, 1 workout outdoor. One of those workouts has to be outdoor. And again, that's 45 minutes each. And lastly, you have to take 1 progress picture every single day for 75 days straight. So, we're trying to end the year strong and go into the new year. We're trying to go into 2020 with a lot of momentum. So we're only on day 3 right now. So I will keep you guys updated every single week about 75 hard, and I'll keep you guys updated about the process and how it's going. Now, something else that my wife and I did yesterday was we went to go see the new movie Harriet. And if you guys don't know, you guys should know. If you guys do not know who Harriet is, Harriet Tubman, shame on you. You need to go do some reading, go on the internet and look up who this amazing woman was. And if you do know who she is, please, I advise you guys to go see the movie Harriet. It's a phenomenal movie. It's an amazing movie. Like I said, it's the story of Harriet Tubman, and I'm not gonna lie, there was a couple scenes where I was holding back some tears. Like, it was really emotional and it was really deep and impactful for me. And if you guys don't know too much about Harriet Tubman, she was a woman who escaped slavery from the South, and she headed to the North all by herself. Didn't use anybody's help, and she escaped slavery. And the trip from the South to the North was about 100 miles. So she did that, and she did it with very minimal, like, anything. Like, she did it during the winter time where she didn't really have much water, didn't really have much food, but she was able to do it, and she made it to the North. But she had some type of conviction in her where she felt like, she left her family and friends back in the South, and she felt like she needed to go back and get them. So if you guys didn't know, Harriet Tubman, long story short, she ended up going back and forth from the North and the South, and she helped free over 700 slaves. 700 slaves that she helped freed. And like I said, the trips from, now this is, I think the year was, man, don't quote me, I think it was 1856 is the year that she was going back and forth. It was actually over a 10-year run, but it started in 1856, I believe. Now, 1856, there's no cars, there's no Ubers, there's none of that. There's literally, you either get around by a horse or on your feet. And since she was a slave, the only way to get around was on her feet. So she's doing like multiple trips, going back and forth from the North, from the South. And again, each trip is about 100 miles long. And you can only imagine you walking 100 miles. I'm sure like 99% of us have never walked 100 miles at once in our life. But it's really an incredible story. And there's even a couple times where they had to go from the South all the way to Canada. Now, from where they were in the South, it was about 600 miles north to Canada. 600 miles, which is absolutely insane. if you think about driving 600 miles, I don't really know how long that would take. I'm thinking maybe about 8 hours to drive, but man, walking with a group of people 600 miles, they said in the movie it would take her 6 months at a time to do that type of trip. So an incredible movie, incredible woman, and an incredible movie. It was super inspiring to me. You know, I really, really felt that spirit of that resiliency, that pride, and that strength that Harriet had was just, it's just phenomenal, and it really, really inspired me, and it's something I can literally feel. And like walking out of the movie, I'm all like, man, like I personally, I really have no excuse for anything now. Like I really have no excuse. Like Harriet was freeing slaves during the wintertime, and she was traveling over 100 miles at a time. And it's just like, just really blew my mind and just really motivated me to have that spirit that, hey, I have a generation of people behind me that really sacrificed so much for me and sacrificed so much for me to be where I'm at. And I really feel like, you know, I owe them everything I got. I feel like I owe my ancestors and the previous generations. I feel like I owe them everything I got. And I'm at a point in my life where I'm not playing around. I'm trying to go after it, and I'm trying to not only work the hardest I can, but work the smartest I can and be the best version of myself. And it's crazy because last night I was just talking to my wife about this subject, and what we were speaking about is like, I was feeling some type of way because if you guys know me, I probably work Monday to Monday. I work every single day. Every single day I'm doing something to improve, to help the team. I'm doing something every single day. And I'm talking to my wife, and I'm like, man, I feel like some people on the team are not giving that same energy, that same spirit. And she's like, no, you need to chill. Like, you need to chill. Like, not everybody's like you. Not everybody's built like you. Not everybody has the same mentality as you. And I'm like, man, like, come on. Like, man, we have a generation of people behind us that sacrifice so much for us. And man, and the way I think, and I can be a little much sometimes, and I can be black and white, but my thing is, if we're not at our destination, then what are we doing? Why are we messing around? Why are we going out? Why are we doing this? You know, we should be getting after it. That's just how I feel. That's how I think. And she's like, you know, you need to chill. Like, not everybody's built like you. Not everybody has that mentality. But, you know, with that being said, you know, that spirit that, you know, MOK had, that Harriet Tubman had, that Malcolm X had, and, you know, Eric Thomas, these people, man, it's those spirits that they just know they need to get after it, and they got something to prove, and they got people behind them that they owe it to, and they got people coming in front of them that they're trying to set up correctly, right? So, you know, I really wanted to come on here, and I pray that y'all finish the year strong. And I pray that you guys just really make your ancestors proud. You know, make the people that came before you, the generation that came before you, that sacrificed whatever they had to do so you can be in the place that you're at, make them proud. Even if it's your parents, if your great-grandparents, your great-great-grandparents, make them proud. And do something today that your future self will thank you for. You know what I'm saying? Like, do something today that your future self is going to thank you for. And when that time, that 2 years from now, you can look back and be like, man, I thank God that I did whatever I did in that moment, because I'm grateful for it now. That's pretty much it, guys. I really just wanted to come on here and, you know, give you guys an update of, you know, what's been going on in my life and some things that I've been going through. You know, I love to come on here and share my experiences and share, you know, what exactly, and share with you guys the process and what it's really like for me to go after my dreams and goals. And say it again, do something that will make your ancestors proud, and do something today that your future self will thank you for. It's your boy Chris, and I'll catch y'all next week.
That's right. I have wrestled with an alligator. I done tussled with a whale. I done handcuffed lightning, throw thunder in jail.